Hey guys, this is Nikki Rowland for Hip Kit Club, and today we have some fun and games for you over on the Hip Kit Club group on Facebook for our International Scrapbooking Day online crop. We have challenges there on the Facebook group. Everyone is welcome, whether you're a kit subscriber or not. We have a new challenge every 30 minutes. As long as you upload your entries to the album by midnight on Sunday the 3rd of May, you will be in with a chance to win some prizes. And winners will be announced on the 5th of May. So we have a recipe challenge for you for this part of the weekend. So this challenge is a recipe challenge. You saw it flash up there. You have to have horizontal stripes. You have to use a past kit or older supplies. You have to have a fresh start theme. You have to use bows or rainbows. And you have to use a colour scheme which is pink, yellow and peach. I hope you enjoy this challenge, and here is my YouTube video of me making my sample layout. So I started with the horizontal stripes. I cut apart that fabulous Heidi Swap paper. I'm using a past kit, so it's the only just past kits because the new ones have arrived, but this is the March 2020 kit. This is the last layout I'll make with this kit because I've really got nothing left, I have my new kit, my April kit has arrived, so I'm excited to dig into that soon. So this is my old kit. I don't keep a lot of old stash, but I know people do have tons and tons and tons of it dating back years, so I'll be interested to see who's the oldest paper that can be used on this challenge. So I've cut apart all of my horizontal stripes there, and I have distressed the edges, and now I'm just trying to work out the arrangement of these stripes onto my layout. I've got photos of us, me and my two kiddies. I've got 3 children, but the third one was he's not very good at having photos taken at the moment. He's all over the place, he won't pose. So me and my 2 children, and I'm documenting a part of our lockdown, finding our new way during this coronavirus pandemic that we're living through at the moment. So that's what this story is going to be about, I really love this colour scheme, the yellow, the peach and the pink. I've got a few different shades of kind of orange or peach, and then the soft pinks and the soft yellows as well. It's just a beautiful colour scheme. I really love this. So you can see I've used a craft Heidi Swap frame there, and I've just mounted it with yellow paper. That's the yellow Heidi Swap paper with sunshines on it. So I've just put that inside my frame so that it reads as one piece rather than shows through to the horizontal stripes. I am distressing all the edges of everything, so I've mounted one of my photos on pinky paper there. I've also got one of the journaling cards, so it's a funny shaped journaling card. I think it's 3x8, or it might not be as much as that, it's a bit less, I think, 6. I might have cut it down, I'm not sure, but anyway, it's a long journaling card, and I find them sometimes a little tricky to use. On this occasion I'm using it as a paper layout, and I'm kind of using it as a basis for my photos. So I've distressed the edges of that. I'm hoping to get some journaling onto it too, and at this point I decided I needed some extra stripes going on in here, but I don't have any more of the striped paper, or very little, because I've used most of it already. So I'm just going to kind of pad out my stripes there as best I can with what I've got. So you can see that some of my strips there have got bits cut out of them, but that's okay because they'll be hidden behind my photos. So I'm just going to see if I can make that work. So here I have got the rainbow paper for the background. So that is a Heidi Swap piece of paper with the rainbows all over it, so pretty, and I'm trying to work out how to use that as a large-ish piece in the background. I want to show it off because it is fabulous, but it's hard to use. I can't layer these horizontal stripes onto the rainbow background because it would be too busy and it wouldn't look right. So I need an area of white space, which is my background, my white background, but I still want to show off a lot of those rainbows because I love them so much. So I'm going to play around with this, the positioning of the white piece of cardstock quite a bit, and see if I can come up with something that works. Okay, so I am still fiddling around. I considered bringing in that other piece of paper, which kind of like a pinky, mix between pinky coral type colour, and I toyed with placing a border around my white background. That white background actually is not white. It's It's the back of a Heidi Swap art walk sheet. So I think it was like a pinky yellowy colour on the other side, but on the reverse side it's white, kind of marbled. So it's a really nice paper to use as a background because it reads as a white. It's really easy to use, but actually was a piece of pattern paper. So I'm happy with how that's looking. I've got the white background anchored over to the left hand side of the layout, and then I can put my horizontal stripes in the middle of the white piece, and actually it reads quite nicely. It means that my rainbows get shown off quite a bit on the right hand side, because if I put this in the middle I would have had part rainbows all the way around the edge, and even though they would have been obvious that they were rainbows, I wanted to show off some of them in their full glory. By moving my piece of white paper over to one side, it meant that the rainbows got a good viewing on the right hand side. Oh, you can see I'm still fiddling around with it. I still can't decide. I'm now trying to go to the bottom left corner, but I do in the end settle in the middle, just anchored to the left. So you'll see me get to that point in the middle in a minute even. So I'm just mounting my other photo, and I've gone for a piece of yellow paper. That's the same sunshine paper that I've put inside the craft frame, and that's also by Heidi Swap. I've got my large orangey journaling card in the middle, and I'm arranging my two photos together with the frame in that section there. So I'm now going to add some rainbows. I wanted to fussy cut some rainbows. Now there was two sheets of this in my kit, because I get the kit and the extra paper kit too, so I had a second sheet. So I've already cut some up for other layouts, and I had some here ready to go for this layout too. So one of the elements on the recipe challenge for today is to use bows or rainbows. Now I'm going to use both, because why not? So I have the big crepe paper bow from the March kits, and then I have all these rainbows. I have rainbows in the background, and I have rainbows on the fussy cut rainbows on the horizontal stripes as well. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it's looking. I kind of want a trail of rainbows going all the way down the page in the middle, and then I can't decide where exactly I want them, or if I've got too many, so I spend quite a bit of time fiddling around with where my rainbows are going to go. But in the end, they look pretty good. They're kind of cascading down the centre of the layout, and that makes me happy, because that's kind of what I do a lot of the time, is like create these lines on the layout with different elements. Okay, so I'm still going. I wanted to add an extra layout to the corner of my photo. The bow by itself didn't quite look right. And then I've taken everything off my layout now, and I've gone and stitched it down. So my horizontal stripes are stuck in place, and I've added some machine stitching. So I've used white stitching, and I've done some zigzag stitches and some straight stitches. You can't really see it that well on the screen, but up close, maybe in the detail photos, you might be able to see it. But yeah, so I've got stitching across every single one of the stripes. It kind of holds it in place, but that's not really the reason I did it, because I could have done it with just tape, but I just wanted it to be a kind of a design feature, an extra texture. So I'm still, like I said, I do fiddle around with these rainbows for quite some time. I wasn't quite happy with how they sat. They didn't quite look right in the line that I had them in, so that's why I keep moving them around and changing them slightly, and then I can add more to them, of course, but I just wanted to make sure I had them in the right places, so they didn't look too like, I wanted them to look natural and kind of scattered, but sometimes they end up looking too uniform, and sometimes they look too higgledy-piggledy, so trying to get the balance right, it's just a matter of what pleases your eye, really. So that's why I spent some time messing around with this. So just added two craft tags there. I've got people coming out of the right photo, and things coming out of the left side of the left photo. That works fine. So normally when I'm going through kits and ephemera and things, I go through and just work out what works with my photos. So places probably wouldn't have worked, because we're in one place at the moment, our house. Lucky it's a nice house. I'm very happy in my house. Yes, places wouldn't have worked. So I just kind of go through and work out what would work. So now I want to add my title. So I wanted to get this title in before I did any more, because it's quite a long title and I wasn't quite sure about the placement of it and how it would work. So my title is Finding Our Way. Now I even had 2 packs of the Vicky Boutin thickers that you can see there, the black and white ones, the white ones with the black outline. I had 2 packs of those and I still managed to run out of ends. So not a letter I normally run out of, it's normally E's, but I've run out of an E. I haven't got an N, and I can't go nip round to my friend's house and get one from her either at the moment, so I am stuck with no letter N. Now I could have gone and found different thickers from my stash, but I wanted to use this kit, so I stuck with these ones, and I substituted the N for an N in the Amy Tan little thickers, you know, the mini ones. They're white and blue, really pretty, and great font actually. I really love those. I'm going to buy some more packs of those, I think. So I've used the word hour is in that second font, and the N in finding is in that font too. I did try and use one of the Amy Tan letters in the word way as well, so that it wasn't going to be out of sync with the rest, but it really didn't look right because it's such a short word. It just didn't look right with one of the letters being from the other font. Okay, so just adding a couple of those little labels there. I've just cut them down. They are from the on the cut apart sheet, the Heidi Swap cut apart sheet. There was a strip of words, and they were the days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday worked with my colour scheme. So therefore the rest of the days are not on here. But you get the idea. We're doing the same thing over and over and over again every day at the moment. So I just thought I would work with the ones that worked in terms of my colours. I've then got a piece of ephemera over on the right hand side that I pulled from one of the Heidi Swap ephemera packs, and it says bad vibes don't go with my outfit. So we're obviously all trying to stay positive in this difficult, challenging lockdown period, and I just thought it was a great little sentiment to put on this layout. Bad vibes don't go with my outfit. In other words, go away, bad vibes. We don't want those. We want happy vibes. So now I wanted to get in a subtitle, and I've used the stickers from the Heidi Swap sticker book, and I wanted to use a hashtag and call it #NewNormal, because that's what we're doing, that's what we're living through at the moment, trying to find our new normal. So this is my fresh start part element of this layout. We are finding our way in this very difficult situation, and it's becoming our new normal, and I think it's going to be that way for some time, from what I see on the news. I wish I had a crystal ball so I knew what was going to happen, but I suspect we're going to be in lockdown or with social distancing measures in place for some time, so therefore this does have to become our new normal. So that's what my fresh start element of the challenge layout is here. And there is my hashtag at the bottom there, finally in a place I'm happy with it, that says #NewNormal. I know there's a gap in between new and normal. This is why I should really put my titles in earlier on, because I tend to fill up my layouts and then have no room for my titles. So that's why I got my big title in at the top early, and then I can embellish around it, as opposed to I've run into trouble at the bottom of this layout because I've already stuck in place a load of embellishments. And therefore I can't fit in my subtitle New Normal anywhere all together. I had to split it, but there you go, it's fine. I'm happy with how it looks, but these are the problems I run into because I embellish too much first and then can't fit other elements in. So if you really want to include something and it's big, start with it. That's my advice. Okay, so now I'm just finishing off now. I'm nearly there. I'm just finishing off some last bits and going through the sticker books that we had in this month's kit, the March kits. There were 2 sticker books, a Pebbles one and a Heidi Swap one. So there were so many stickers. In fact, I've still got stickers coming out of my ears. So I'm just going through and adding some word stickers. These are from the Heidi Swap sheet. And I'm just adding those on the color areas on my layout. So I've got one that says I must be dreaming, another one that says I know, right? And then I have believe in today and did this, because this is our life at the moment. So I'm happy with how that's all looking. Nearly done now, just getting my bow in place. And then I have this lovely area on that journaling card that I mentioned earlier under my photo, which is white. Perfect to write my journaling on. Absolutely perfect. So just writing that in now, and it says, we are finding our new normal indoors with homeschooling. It's an evolving process. We will get there and have already settled into a routine of sorts. March 2020. So that's me done. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed this layout, and I hope you enjoy my recipe challenge. Give it a go. Your fresh start doesn't have to be about the coronavirus. It could be anything. And make sure you upload your layouts to the album, and to take part in the challenge with a chance to win. I see you over on the Hip Kit Club Facebook group. See you later. Bye.